You have no idea how much I missed you, buddy. Like, don't get me wrong, not having you's nice too.
No, actually, it's not.
It's not.
I miss our weekly Rick check-in.
No, you add so much, Rick, and we truly missed you, and we're so happy to have you back. So I'm very excited.
I think we miss Rick more than he misses us.
Well,
That's not true.
Well, I would have to agree. We put Rick through so much, and we love him so much. And thank you, Gigi, for being patient with Rick, for being patient with us. What I was I going to say is that I think sometimes, Rick, you are the audience. So sometimes when we miss something,
he's the glue.
Sometimes when we miss something or we didn't say something, then you're able to pick it up. And I think you help so much in that aspect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have Rick back. Thank you, Rick, for joining us again. Super excited to have you back. I am so, there's lots to talk about.
Yeah.
Number one, I hate flat bills. I hate them. Like I'm looking in the camera and I look ridiculous. I love the new hats. I love the new Helicopters for Heroes hats. I get how some people like the flat bill.
Yeah.
I don't. I like the curve.
Do you know what I do too? I don't know. There's something that feels a little more feminine about it when it has a curve to it.
Let me tell you something.
Not that the way you wear your hat.
No, but let me tell you something.
That's not what I meant. I just meant as a woman, I like a little more of a curve too.
It's gonna go back to the curve.
You think so?
Everything does. Whatever dads are doing, the kids are gonna do the opposite.
Yeah.
For example.
Okay.
Oh,
like the socks.
Okay, that's what I was explaining. Here's where we're at.
It looks so weird.
Hold on. When me and Rick were boys, our dads had short shorts and socks to their knees. And
with the stripes at the top.
And all of us boys were like, fuck that. We're going to go long shorts, short socks. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Right? And then now our kids are like, I ain't doing long shorts like Dad.
The Crocs with the socks.
We're going to do the opposite. Right?
Yeah.
So now when now dads are wearing flat bills. So the kids are going to start going, fuck that. I ain't wearing a flat bill.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to the curve bill.
Yeah.
Is my...
My thing is the socks with the Birkenstocks.
Would you agree with that statement, Rick?
I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
Do your kids do the socks with the Birkenstocks?
No.
Are the Crocs?
Though.
Yeah,
the Crocs with the socks.
Yeah, Garrett wants the socks to the ankles now, or to the knees now. I mean, it's...
Not to the knees. He just likes the higher socks.
The higher socks now.
But he doesn't do the no-show socks.
It's all because Dad did it. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Yeah. Right? And I'm telling you, dads are now doing flat bills. The kids are going to be like, we ain't doing that anymore.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to the curve bill.
Steve Trevino, the trend forecaster.
I told you we should have bought property in Seguin, and you didn't let me. And I just got a report.
I didn't let you. Shut your mouth. The bank account did not let you.
Oh my God, dude! I really wish we had a truth meter on this thing, because Renae tells you guys things, and I don't call her out because it's in front.
Rick's gonna put one on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
From red to green, it'll just vibrate like the sound on the sound mixer.
Rick, I can't wait to tell you and everybody out there, kind of give you guys an update on the flood and how it has affected Texas. And, Jim, who helps us run Helicopters for Heroes, I think he really put it into perspective. He has been out there, and God, the man is exhausted. I mean, he has been boots on the ground out there feeding rescue people through Helicopters for Heroes. Jake has been out there. My board has been out there.
And their spouses too. I felt like last night you remembered to thank Kat and his kids, Jake's kiddos, but Danica too. They've been out there.
I think the spouses.
Did you? Yeah, they've been out there helping too.
100%. I think that I go all of you spouses too. Thank you. But at one point, Rick, Jim said a couple of things that what made me go, wow.
Yeah.
One of the things was the amount of abandoned cars that have been...
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
And he goes, and they were turned into corkscrews. These cars were literally mangled like they rolled in a terrible car accident.
Yeah.
He goes, so all I could think about is these are, number one, there could be humans in those cars. Number two, I mean, he said that there was 50 plus cars that he encountered.
Yeah.
Just in the few miles that they were working.
Right.
He goes, they were everywhere. He goes, some of them were buried and we'd walk on them and we would see a tire. And then we realized that that's not a tire on the ground. That's connected to a truck. That put things into perspective for me. And then you were with me when he said it. He goes, I'm standing under the Guadalupe Bridge in Kerrville. Mm-hmm. He goes, and I'm looking up. He goes, and that bridge is 10 stories above my head. 10 stories. He goes, and the water was touching that bridge. He goes, I felt tiny.
Yeah.
Right? So very proud of, and I was bummed out because I am a helper. I like being out there. I would have taken Garrett with me.
Yeah.
I would have volunteered. I would have done anything and everything they asked me to do. And I would have been boots on the ground. We had other obligations.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to do it. So we ended up getting a donation of meat, chicken, pork butts, and pork ribs, and almost 500 pounds of it. And immediately we were like, okay, we got to do something with this meat because it's going to go bad.
Yeah.
So last week I get hit up by Helicopters for Heroes, Jake and Jim, and they say, hey, you know, we're going to do this thing Monday in Bernie. Do you want to do it? It's last minute. Are you in? I said, 100% I'm in, right?
Yeah.
Invited Sean Latham to come help, who's another comedian and host of he's the ESPN host of Cornhole. So I invited him to throw a cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
And we put it together and we thought to ourselves, if we feed 150 people, man, that's going to be a success. It's last minute.
Yeah.
We were there last night and oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, we fed 600 people, not 150. The energy was great. I hosted. We had a great cornhole tournament. Brought the kids. The kids were out there. And that was what was crazy. You know, Sean, you know, being an LA guy his whole life, he just couldn't stop saying, he goes, dude, he goes, the kids here are different. He goes, the kids were offering to take my trash.
Yeah.
The kids were walking around handing out waters and working. He goes, you don't see that anywhere else. He goes, all these kids would stop what they were doing and clean up. All these kids would stop what they were doing and hand out waters and Gatorades. Briley was walking around with cool towels.
Yeah.
And she'd take the cool towel and she'd put them around people's necks to cool them off. I mean, it was just beautiful. We had a musician offer his services. His name was
Noah.
Noah Curtis. Very talented. You know, I knew he was talented because his girlfriend was hot. And I was like, I go, this guy must be really good because his girlfriend's really hot. So he must be very talented. And he was very talented, very sweet. And his girlfriend was sweet too. But man, you know, so then, you know, and I'm going to share this with you guys and we do want your opinion. The big debate when I got there was, do we ask for donations tonight?
Yeah.
Initially we had a QR code and I was going to make an announcement and say 50, you know, hit the QR code, a $50 donation gets you a Helicopters for Heroes hat, right? And we were like, well, do we want to ask for money? And by the way, the idea behind it was let's feed all the first responders and give them free drinks so they could have a night out on a Monday because they're usually working all week.
Yeah.
Mondays are a lot of their days off. Can we feed them and can we give them drinks for them and their families so they could have a night out of entertainment, dancing, cornhole, and hanging out? Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to say it was at a brewery in Bernie. So it was anyone could come in. It was an open event. Anyone who wanted to be there. It wasn't a private event. But we were having to sort of separate who are we feeding because we wanted to make sure there was enough food for the first responders. And then Helicopters for Heroes wanted to be able to buy these guys drinks, but you can't have open. We couldn't afford to have open bar for
Just
everybody.
For anybody, yeah.
Right. So, and And also it ended up a lot of the Sisterdale was where Jake and Jim and them ended up setting up the community there, and where they were feeding
I'll
people.
take it back. No, so we were set up at a ranch, Corvell Ranch, which, by the way, God bless them because they opened their home. They literally were letting people sleep in their home. They were letting people shower in their home. They opened up their barn and their facilities to us to then feed the search and
As a
rescue.
base.
And Sisterdale
Was the community
was
they were.
the community that came, and the fire department that came, and that we were in direct contact with feeding. Right?
Yeah. But anyway, it ended up being an event where they could just get together and hang out with their families and have a little relief because it's been a brutal couple of weeks for them, hard emotionally. So just to have like a gathering.
But it really turned out, because it was a Monday, there was nobody there that didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So did we have first responders? Yes. But we also had a bunch of people that were fans of mine that saw it online that just wanted to come and support.
Yeah.
And, we had a meeting. I said, look, guys, I have no idea how much Helicopters for Heroes spent, but we spent a lot of money setting up for the past 2 weeks, buying food, all of that going back to the veterans and the first responders. And I said, guys, we cannot continue to give if people don't give to us. Right?
Yeah.
I go, let's see if we can raise some money. Right? They don't have to pitch in, but let's see if we can.
Yeah.
And we ended up, Rick, raising $14,000 last night. Not to mention our bar tab was probably $4,000 because we pretty much gave booze to 600 people, 2 beers a piece. I mean, that's 1,200 beers, times $5 a piece. I mean, so we ended up raising $14,000. And it was just a special night last night, and it was an opportunity for me and you to go out. I gave Renae her job of Captain Evil. She was in charge of screening and giving people their mark that they are first responders. And Garrett and his little buddies helped out, and it was
Bus
just
tables.
And it was just a beautiful event.
Yeah.
We all stood up and did the national anthem together as a group. Very special. I love when I do stuff like that. I used to do WinFest in Portland, right? And when there's a bunch of kids, I like to have interactive things with the kids. Uh-huh. So we had all the little kids come up and have a dance contest.
Yes.
Air guitar contest, and and it was just awesome. So I'm gonna pull this up for you to read. So go ahead and talk real quick.
No, when you were talking about perspective and stories too, one of the things I heard last night, because we, like you said, we didn't go there and actually see it ourselves, but everyone says that it's so much worse than pictures or video do it justice. And the other thing was, I heard a dad saying, my child lost 12 friends.
12 friends.
And that's just like, even repeating it, I get choked up, because to be a child and experience
And by the way,
that.
how popular is his kid? 12 friends? I had 2.
Shush.
But read that.
But you know what I mean?
I got that this morning. That came to me this morning.
It says, good morning. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you so much for giving my husband and his colleagues, along with the spouses and kiddos, a place to hang out, relax together, and have a bite to eat while listening to music and enjoying a beer or two. My husband is a firefighter paramedic with the SA Fire Department and has also spent over a decade on technical rescue and swift water teams with them. He had been on shift July 3rd and was due to get off at 7 on July 4th. Around 4, he sent me a message saying him and the rescue team had been deployed to Kerrville area. He got home late that evening, and in the 12 days that followed, he spent his off days assigned with SAFD technical rescue teams going to different locations to continue to help. He definitely needed a casual, fun evening to unwind. He was incredibly thankful you all put together an event, and it was kid-friendly.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it goes on to say more. It's longer, but
it's long. Yeah. I got that today. We just get to meet so many great people and talk to so many great people. And we had a guy come up to me that wanted to take a photograph with Renae and I, with his wife and his 2 sons. And he is a fireman in Austin. And I do not want to say his name, but he was almost in tears, and he was also flabbergasted, if you will. they're going to his fire department in Austin, and they're asking him to cut firemen. Mm-hmm. They're saying, hey, instead of having 6 at your firehouse, we think you can do it with 3. He finds this out. He has to fire these guys who have families. But he also finds out that Austin is going to spend $11 million on artwork for the airport. He's also found out that, what was the other number, that huge number?
It's a homeless. It's huge. I mean, they spend $150 million a year, but there was an additional set of resources. I mean, homelessness is a problem, right? But I forget. We're going to misspeak.
So, yeah, several $1 million extra on the homeless. And his perspective on it, when he was talking to me, he goes, you're going to cut my staff. He goes, we're the ones that deal with the homeless. He goes, we're the ones that get called out when they overdose. We're the ones that get called out when they're really sick and have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
We're the ones that get called out. He goes, so now you want to just give it to the homeless, but not my fire department. You're going to cut my fire department in half, and you're going to give $1 million to the airport so they could have better art.
Yeah.
You know, and he's
not
just
$1 million.
11 million.
Yeah, he was even saying, million. Take half of that, cut the airport art budget down in half, and give me that, and just cut a little bit of the homeless so that they can just maintain where they're at.
Well, here's one of the beautiful things he said. He goes, if I went to my staff and I said, nobody's getting a raise, but we get to keep our team. He goes, every one of my staff will say, let's keep our team. He goes, we don't need a raise, but we need to keep our team.
Yeah.
He goes, but literally, he goes, I have to cut not just his shift, every shift by 3.
Yeah.
Because the city of Austin is saying that they do not have money for them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, when a natural disaster happens like this, who is being deployed?
Yeah.
Who is going out there? Who is helping these people? Right? We cannot help natural disasters.
Yeah.
They're going to happen, and they're going to continue to happen.
Well, and the other thing I heard last night too, when you're, hear these guys, I mean, they are doing hard work, very, very hard work, emotionally grueling, but physically grueling. And Jake told me last night, he said, these guys showed up. He said, and we felt bad because when they showed up, we weren't expecting, it was like a whole fire team from Nebraska, I think he said, that had come in. And he said, all we had at the time was hamburgers and hot dogs, and we just threw them on the grill to make them for him really quickly. He said, and I apologize. He said he apologized that he didn't have more to offer them. And he said that they just got so emotional and started crying. And they said, are you kidding? This is like a warm, hot meal is amazing. They said, we've been eating the little, what do you call them? The little bars?
Yeah, the little protein bars and MREs.
Yes, they were like, this is what they give us. We just eat this and we fuel up and we keep going.
And I will tell you, and I'm getting a little emotional. When they told me about the guy that has to unzip every single bag of every human, he was with us, and they said, look, he's not doing well. He's not doing well. Not only is he not doing well, he's getting hammered from the political side of things. But he is the guy that unzips every bag.
Yeah.
Has to identify the body, has to assign somebody to let the family members know who they are.
Yeah.
That guy did not look good. He did not look good.
Yeah.
He looked tattered. And by the way, first year on the job. This was his first year. He looked tattered. He looked beat up. He looked borderline breakdown.
Yeah.
And then to hear this guy from Austin say they want to cut our team.
Yeah.
It's just incredible, and I'm just proud that we were able to go out there and do what we did. I feel, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like I didn't do enough.
Yeah.
Right. I want to do more, and we're going to do more. But when I saw Jake, and Jake had been out there the night before prepping everything, and then he was there at 9 a.m. yesterday. Jake was covered in black from handling all the barbecue grills.
Yeah.
He was tired. Jim was exhausted. And I show up fresh, and like, hey guys, what are we doing? And I just see my fellow brothers and sisters who've been volunteering, and I just go, fuck, man, like, I wish I would have been there suffering with them. I wish I would have been able to help with them.
Yeah.
Because I am a hard worker, and I can go. Yeah. And I think I would have been able to bring a lot of value. So I just want to thank Jake and the entire team, all of our board, and Jim, and all those guys from Helicopters for Heroes and it was no hesitation. All I remember is Jim saying, guys, I'm going to Kerrville. I'm on my way now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to find us a home, and we're going to feed people. And he fucking went out there.
We're going to figure out what they need and how we can
within
help.
a day, he calls us back, and he goes, hey, this Kerrville ranch needs help. They're opening their doors. The ranch is on the river. They need help, and there's 2 SEAL teams that are here, search and rescue, and they're sending more firemen. Guys, get the crew together. And Jake immediately called the barbecue team, because we have a Helicopters for Heroes barbecue team. He put all the things together, and in Kerrville Ranch, God bless them, because we showed up with tents and RVs and cots, and we get there, and this is all what I've been told. Mm-hmm. We get there, and she's like, stay in my home, stay in the barn. He goes, Steve, this ranch is a first-class horse ranch. And that woman opened, and then she was there with us last night.
Yeah.
Sitting there, serving. She brought a bunch of supplies. It was crazy amazing. Amazing. And very emotional. And, I know there's still bodies missing, and God willing, they get to get home, so there's at least some type of closure. But I was just proud. It was so much fun, and it's so hard for me too, because when people go, oh my God, thank you, Steve, you do so much. And I'm like, I don't. Yes, I share my talent.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be there. Yes, I'll bring awareness. But I don't. I wasn't out there with chainsaws. I wasn't out there in airboats. I wasn't out there in UTVs. I wasn't out there rummaging through cars and rummaging through brush trying to find another. I wasn't out there physically cooking. I went over there. I shared my talents. I worked my ass off to raise more money so that we can continue to help and serve. Yeah. So it was amazing. Rick, any questions on all that?
No. Just as you're talking, when you were talking about, I think the person from California coming over and saying the kids here are different, the people here are different. It's crazy, because I know you don't get political on this, but when I came here, it didn't matter what political side you're on. Everyone in Texas is just amazing. It's amazing. And you saw that when everyone came together over these last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Jim was telling me the same thing last night. He said, when those firefighters from Nebraska came in, they were just so overwhelmed. There's so much gratitude, but also
with the way that Texans operate.
Yeah. With the way that everyone had come together as a community to help, and the generosity, it brought them to tears, because they said the same thing. They were like, this is not normal. This is not the norm.
For us, it is. And it's part of the reason that I had such a hard time in Hollywood. And I do want to reiterate, because I get hit up from people saying, Hollywood is its own thing, right? Everybody that I've ever met that is original Californian, Los Angeles, mm-hmm. they're different. All the people that have transplanted to LA, the way that they operate, the way that they do things, right? But even, when I lived in Hollywood or West Hollywood or Studio City or Van Nuys or all the places we lived. Yeah. You never talked to your neighbor. You didn't know who your neighbor was. You didn't talk to your neighbor. Meanwhile, my neighbor here, we're constantly either eating at their house or eating at our house.
Yeah.
Or, hey,
helping with their animals, or they're helping us with our animals.
Can I help you with your dog? Or can you, Garrett's getting there and we're not there. Can you meet him at we are a community, and I will say that if you're going to move to Texas, get on board. Continue to help us treat Texas the way we've always treated Texas.
Yeah.
Right? The way that we behave. We know that when something happens, we're going to action. What are we doing? How can we help? What are we going to do as a community to help?
Yeah.
Right? You did not see, signs, people in the streets going, F you government for not helping us. Right? No, we fucking strapped our shit on and we got our shit together. And our companies,
Our churches.
all
the churches and the communities.
HEB sent down 18-wheelers full of supplies.
A
convoy. So, and I want the world to go back to that.
Yeah.
I want the world to go back to, hey, let's take care of our neighbor.
Yeah.
Let's be good to our neighbor. And I would get so mad when people in LA and Hollywood would say, Texas is racist. And I would go, I'm sorry, but here is racist. The Mexicans here serve everybody. They're servants here. That is not the case in Texas, right?
Yeah.
We don't care in Texas who you are. As long as you go to work and take care of your family, we fucking love you. We don't care what color you are. And that's how it should be, right? Oh, well, Hollywood, man, they're inclusive. They're not. Because when getting a job on a movie is a job, right? That's a job.
Yeah.
Right? Is that a job?
Yeah.
Would you agree, Rick? That's a job?
Yes.
In the job description, hey, we need a Latino, we need an overweight black funny woman, and we need an Asian. Why is that okay in Hollywood? Because if Hollywood found out that Walmart put out a fucking ad and said, hey, we're hiring at Walmart. We need one
The
Latino.
greeters have to be the greeters at the front door.
We need a greeter with an accent. We need a hot Latina with an accent. We need a funny black woman. And we need an Asian guy. And the rest are going to be white. Hollywood would lose their fucking mind. Yet they do it every day.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's not interesting, though. That's a fact.
Yeah.
How are they able to look for they go, hey, we need people to apply for a job, but they have to be this, they have to be this, and they have to be this.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, you're Mexican American. You have to have an accent.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm surprised ethnicities haven't been taken out of character description.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
But these are the people that say we're inclusive, right? We are inclusive.
Yeah.
These are the same people.
Yeah.
These are the same people that made me be a part of a diversity showcase.
Yeah.
Why do I have to be in the diversity showcase? Isn't racism exclusion? Isn't that what racism is? You're excluding me because of my race. So why can't I just go to the showcase? Why do I have to go to the Latino diversity showcase?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
How about I treat you for the person you are? Whether you're black, white, Latino, whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It's crazy.
How do we get here?
Rick
asked a completely different question. How do we get here, Rick?
No, he was just talking about Texas and how it's different here and politically, you are what you are. I don't care if my neighbor is a Democrat. I don't care if my neighbor's a Republican.
Right.
Are they kind and good human beings? I'm in. Let's go. Let's have a beer together.
Yeah.
I don't care. Right? I'm not going to sit there and kick you out of my home because you're a Republican or because you're a Democrat. That's exclusion.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Any other thoughts on that, Rick?
No. Have you been reading the comments all through this last couple weeks?
I read a couple, and it's hard for me because there's comments everywhere. We have comments on YouTube. We have comments on Facebook. We have comments on YouTube Music. We have comments on Spotify.
Well,
they're everywhere.
It's especially weird when last week's episode we filmed almost a week in advance. So that's when it gets really weird because you're like, our life so much has happened in life then. Why?
Yep.
What did you read? What did the comments say?
Well, I wasn't even going to bring this up, but did you happen to see the one where it was the episode after the floods, and they said you guys were acting?
No.
What were we acting about?
They said, like, if you watch the way you transition from comedy to sadness or vice versa, they were like, now that's acting. And it's the first comment where I had to go and say something.
It riled you up? The comment riled you up a little?
I can't believe, like, it was like a gut punch to me, like, for you guys. Like, just making it seem like that you guys didn't really care, that you're just putting on a show. You should go back and see it, because a couple people commented on it as well, and it hurt me.
Did people agree with them?
Was
or
it
they
on
disagreed
Facebook?
with them?
No, of course not. No,
Was it on Facebook
no.
or YouTube?
Yeah, it was on Facebook.
It was on Facebook.
I'm sorry to even bring it up, because now it's just going to make you angry.
No, you know what? I will tell you this. 10 years ago, it would have made me angry. 10 years ago, I took it all personal, and I would get so angry. But now I look at it, and I go, oh, yeah, there's those people, too.
What do you mean?
Well,
There's those people, too.
Those people, right, that go, oh, they're acting, or they don't care. What are you doing? Right? Did you raise money to help the flood victims? Are you out there performing and raising? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those people don't bother me, because I'm like, what do you do?
It's just so weird that they would use the word like acting, because this podcast is so off the cuff. Like, there's nothing planned about
I will
these
tell
episodes.
you, let's call it keeping it together, right?
What do you mean?
You know, I don't want to live in that sad world, right? So I'm trying to go, okay, can we move on? Right?
Oh, just it's you dealing with your emotions. Yeah, everyone deals with their emotions differently, right? How do we handle them? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, what I'm saying on the podcast, it's like, do we want to live in that? I mean, I almost went there just now.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, man, I'm getting emotional. I got to get out of it. Right? I can't act that. I can't fucking, I mean, I wish I could. I'd be a good fucking actor.
Well,
what were you going to say,
I'm
Rick?
trying to find it. I can't find it.
I may have commented that, Steve, that you would have been a really good actor.
Yeah.
Here's the comment is, see how they go from laughter to sad in an instant. That's called acting. They probably don't think much about the sad stuff.
They probably don't think much about the sad stuff. Oh.
Well, I do like Debbie. Thank you, Debbie Ray. She goes, what the fuck? Why? Just don't watch. No need to comment in the negative.
She's always our cheerleader.
They're good, caring people who always go above and beyond to be positive. Thank you, Debbie, for noticing.
And by the way, here's why Debbie's great. Anytime I misspell something in the comments or something, she always lets me know.
Yeah, no, if we mispost something, Debbie will send me a message and say, hey, Renae, this is wrong. You know what? And I appreciate Debbie's comments, because she will also she will gently correct something. It always comes from a place of it always comes from a place of love and care. And she's also someone who's met us personally out on the road, come and met us and met our family. And
well, I mean, that's the thing, right? People are always going to have their idea. And I've told you this, even with all the baseball drama, at the end of the day, we're just going to continue to be us, right?
Yeah.
People can think we're this, that, or the other, but you know what? Renae volunteers and spends her time with CASA. I volunteer and spend my time with veterans. We bust our ass. I'm not selling what we do, but I'm saying is that, and we're going to go on, we're going to continue to live our life the way we do. Right. And either you're going to see us for who we are and get on board with who we are, or you're going to put in your head what you think we are.
Right.
And I can't change that. Right. I can't change that in your head, you have in your head the Trevinos are this.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, we're putting ourselves out in the world. Right. We don't live in private. We don't live behind, there's times where people come up to me and they ask me a question and I'm like, how the fuck did they know that? And I'm like, oh, we shared that.
Right. And that's what I was going to say, is that we're also trying to figure out simultaneously, how much do we want to share? What do we not want to share? What is oversharing? At the same time as trying to be genuine and authentic.
But an open book. I'm more the open book than Renae. Renae's a little more conservative when it comes to the sharing. But me, I don't have anything to hide. I don't give a fuck. And I tell people all the time, My cell phone number has been the same for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years. I have no skeletons to hide.
Yeah.
Right? You have my number. Call me. I don't hide from anything or anybody. I don't have a secret phone number I don't have two different phones. A lot of comedians and a lot of actors and a lot of people I know who are celebrities, they have two different phones. They have the here's everybody phone and then here's the people I care about phone. I don't have that.
Yeah.
My phone is the same. And I think that says a lot about me. That my phone has not changed for 20 years. Since before I met you.
No.
Or dated you. That's crazy. And I'm glad you defended me, Rick and Renae, but I don't think you have to. I mean, I think
no, I know I don't have to. That's the thing. It was more like I read it, I thought about it, and I started to comment, deleted it, and then it was just one of these things where like, if this was about your comedy or about something that didn't mean something, but this particular situation is just bullshit that person would write that.
Well,
it's just
and
bullshit.
I'll tell you this story. Timmy's like a brother to me, and I don't think I have a better friend than Timmy. I mean, Timmy to me is like a brother. I mean, more than a brother. I mean, Timmy and I have a special bond. We're thick as thieves. That we can go the whole day. He's in my house every day. I'll go the whole day without talking to him, but we acknowledge each other not in a no homo special way, right? I remember Timmy actually came to us and he was pissed because somebody was saying that I was inauthentic, and Timmy lost it. And Timmy was like, I'm going to get on Facebook and I'm going to tell everybody all the fucking shit you do that they don't see. He's like, I'm going to tell them about how many fucking meals you pick up for veterans, how many times you tip that pregnant girl extra. I mean, he went off, and I go, Tim, you don't have to do that for me.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that for me. Because in the end, if you continue to do what you're supposed to do, it's all going to work out.
Yeah.
That situation I had with those two comedians where I defended that comedian, and then that comedian turned around and acted like he didn't know me and shit on me in return.
Yeah.
I have the receipts. I have text messages and conversations we had before that happened. If I wanted to be petty, if I wanted to show the world, I could have gone, hey guys, look at this, and this.
Let's make some headlines.
But you don't have to. Because in the end, it all works out.
Yeah.
Right? When all that shit happened with us at baseball, we are in the best position right now. Here we are 2 years later,
Yeah.
and we couldn't be happier, and we couldn't be in a better position. And we're watching all of them have to deal with their decisions.
I think that's something life teaches you, and getting older teaches you, is that if you just continue to be a good person, I think it really does work out.
The problem is
if you follow your arrow the way you're supposed to.
No, the problem is it takes forever. It just takes a long time, right? That's the problem. And that's what I explained to Garrett.
Takes longer.
That's what I explained to Garrett. I say, buddy, it's going to take a long time, but you're going to see.
It'll work out the way it's supposed to.
It's going to work out the way it's supposed to if you continue to do the right things.
Yeah.
Right? If you continue to do things in a way that are right.
Authentic, honorable,
and you're going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Right. Talk about Florida.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's why we skipped a week, because we were in Florida for baseball. Garrett did good. We took Beba Mama Mia. Oh, you know what also happens by being a good person? You get lucky at the casino. And you and Babe both got lucky at the casino in Florida.
We killed it. It could. I'll tell you the whole story here in a minute. But Garrett had a great time. The cool thing was that there was a couple of families there that we had already known and that we played with last year. So that really helped Garrett.
He had some friends, some homies.
My goal for Garrett was, can you show up? Can you compete? Can you be a leader amongst kids that you don't know?
Yeah.
And he did that.
Yeah.
I didn't care if we won or lost. I wanted to know, can he show up? Can he be a leader? Can he compete?
I always love when he has, and I know he loves it too, but he had like a standout moment playing outfield, a position he doesn't typically play, but he had like a real standout moment, great catch, enough that like the director of the tournament came over and gave him a high five, and the ump on the field was like, dude, kid, that was awesome.
Na-na-na, na-na-na. Yeah, he had one na-na-na, na-na-na moment. But he had a great time. it cracks me up because, remember, Garrett's 9, but he's playing up. So he's playing with a year older than him. My goal for him is mental game. Yeah. Right? Can you show up? Can you be a leader? Right? Can you overcome the fear and uncomfortableness? And he did that. I was very proud of him that he was a leader. Yeah. That he did compete with these older kids. That he was kind of the leader of the group.
And this year, some of the kids were huge compared to him. Like last year, there wasn't as much of a size difference. This year, there was a size difference.
Rick, there was a 6', 10-year-old.
Wrong sport.
Oh, he plays competitive basketball, believe me. But he's a 6', 10-year-old. And we did have the lesbian mom. And she was very intense. And very concerned about.
I haven't watched this podcast. You always make me so uncomfortable. This is an authentic feeling. I feel uncomfortable right now.
But Rick, it's something that I preach on here is all the time is the poor kid. Everything he would look at mom. So then the first day is evaluation. The first day they take ground balls, they take pop-ups, and then they hit, right? Uh-huh. So they can evaluate the kids and figure out who's who. They all get 10 pitches, they all get 10 grounders, they all get 10 pop-ups, right? And they look at the kids. Dude, how embarrassing. This mom went to the coach and goes, he needs more pitches. And you really didn't get to see him. And give him another chance. And the coach was like, I'll ask the director, but all the kids get 10 pitches. Oh, no. But my kid, you didn't get to see him, and he hits better than that. And you need to go ahead and let him hit again. I mean, she's demanding that this. And I wanted to look at her and go, dude,
you're doing your kid a disservice.
Leave the kid alone. So then moving forward in the tournament, poor kid, man. Let me put it this way. If you're a sports parent and everything your kid does, that kid turns around and looks at you.
To see what your response is.
You're not being a good sports parent. You're ruining your kid. Garrett makes a mistake. He doesn't look at me. Garrett makes a good play. He doesn't look at me.
Yeah, he's high-fiving his teammates.
You're doing your kid a disservice. Hold on. We got a special guest here, guys. Hold on.
Who is it? I didn't see the phone. I usually look over and glance at the phone to see who it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, special guest Slade from Real Housewives of Orange County. You're on the podcast, sir.
Hi, Slade.
Hello, you there?
Oh, we lost him.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much for allowing me to call in. I've been looking forward to this moment for quite some time.
Well, I was in the middle of texting you that I'm podcasting. I was like, no, wait a minute. We got a celebrity on our hands. We got a celebrity. Dude, we need you and Gretchen on the podcast. That would be an awesome podcast.
First off, we're like completely the opposite of a celebrity. We're more like on the Z list. I'm surprised we actually even made any part of the alphabet.
Okay, first of all, Kathy Griffin's on the D list. So you are definitely at least a B. At least a B.
My old friend, Kathy Griffin, she walked herself off a cliff, didn't she?
Oh, my gosh, dude. Poor woman. Dude, her and Carrot Top could do a show together.
Right? For the word carrot. Yeah, we used to actually be friends with Kathy back in the day when she was connected to Bravo, but, yeah, no more.
Wow. Well, buddy, we miss you, and do you think that we could work out a situation, whether it's on Zoom or you guys come to the house and jump on the mic?
1,000%. We'd love to come spill all the tea.
Man, we love you, buddy, and let me get through this podcast, and I'll give you a call back. I got some great stuff for you.
You bet, my friend. Have
Bye,
a great
Slade.
Hi to the fans. Bye.
Later, dude.
Steve Trevino, and he's the man. We'll talk to you soon.
He's the best. Are you there, Rick? Yep. Little celebrity pop in there. What were we talking about? Oh, just, it just made me so sad for the kid because it was like, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Leave him alone. You know, I'm telling you right now, if your kid makes a mistake and turns around and looks at you in the stands, or they make a mistake, look at you and drop their head, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
You're not doing it right. Would you agree with that, Rick?
Yes. It kind of goes back to what you're saying about people quit because they're not having fun. If they're not having fun out there and they're looking at their parents, it's only a matter of time till they're done.
Oh, it just kills them. And the other thing that I laugh about is like dads and moms, come on, let's go, hit the ball. And I'm thinking to myself, do you think the kid is sitting there going, I'm trying not to hit the ball, but now that you told me, I'm going to go ahead and hit the fucking ball now. Come on, throw strikes. The kid's like, oh, I fucking forgot to throw strikes. Like the kid's already feeling bad already that he can't throw a fucking strike.
Yeah.
He's trying to throw a strike, and then you're giving him pressure to throw a strike, and he's going, really? Do you not think I'm trying to fucking throw a strike? Of course I'm trying to get this guy out.
Yeah.
So if you're one of those parents that's coaching from the bleachers, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute. You can say a quick, hey, keep your head on it, right?
Right. Offer a piece of usable advice.
Hey, follow through.
Right.
Finish, but come on. What does that do?
Yeah.
What are we accomplishing?
Yeah.
Right? So there's so many of these bad sports parents and they don't realize it.
I was gonna say I don't think they know. I don't think they know.
When Garrett and I get in the car, not a word out of my mouth about baseball.
Honestly, that particular child-parent relationship, I think sometimes it's mistaken for something else. Because for me, from the outside looking in, I saw this kid who I just thought, poor kid, every move he makes, he's then going back to the parent, to see.
Oh, he would walk up to her. Like he would literally walk up to the fence where she was sitting.
And talk.
Yeah.
But I can also see how when you're in that relationship, it can feel like a bond. Like, you know what I mean? It can be, well, this baseball is our thing and this is our bond.
And I'm helping him,
yes,
right?
But for me, from the outside looking in, I was like, this kid cannot make a move without then going back and having a check-in,
Failure leads to success. I cannot say that enough. Failure leads to success.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
Let your children fail. Let them fall on their face. Let them fail. I am successful because of my failures.
Yeah.
I know things because of my failures, because I had the courage to try. And when I tried and I failed, and I learned from that failure and I tried again, and then I failed again and I tried again, right? So let your kid fail. The problem with travel sports right now is, my kid, I want to be on the best team. I want to put my kid on a top 30 nationally ranked team.
Then they make a mistake and they pull him out.
They make a mistake, they pull him out. There's pressure, right? And then this poor kid, he's got to be on a majors team. If my kid's not on a majors team, then I as a parent have failed, right? And it's like, no. And then the problem is, my kid didn't start on that team? Well, F you, I'll go to another team. Instead of, hey, dude, you're staying on this team, and you're going to go from the bench to the starter. And how do we do that? By working hard. How do we do that? By earning it. Instead, fuck earning it, fuck working hard. Mommy and daddy are going to go find you another team where you can start. What is that teaching the kid? What you're teaching the kid is, I'm not the problem. They're the problem.
Yeah.
So then the kid's never going to succeed. The kid's never going to have grit. Garrett got beat out. Hey, earn it. Well, Dad, you can't talk. Earn it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a fucking word, dude. It is not my place to talk to the coaches. I don't see what they see. They have a plan. Earn it. Go fucking earn it. And every time he does,
I hear grunting in the back. I wonder what they're doing. I just heard.
But I also get it because it's hard to watch your kids fail.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch your kids on a bad team. It's hard to watch your kids lose. But hey, losing just makes you better.
Yeah.
You know, I equate it to jujitsu. I lose every day. Every single day in jujitsu, I fucking lose to Chief. But every single day, I'm getting better because of that failure. Every time he chokes me, I learn to do this. Right? I learn to go, no, thank you. You're not choking me this time. Right?
Yeah.
So you got to let your kids fail. You got to stop yelling at your kids from the dugout or from the stands. You got to stop reaming their ass on the way home. And even if you're sitting there going, well, Steve, I don't really ream them on the way home. I calmly give them notes. And it's like, they just lost.
Yeah.
He just had a bad game. You know, if I walk off stage and I had a bad set, I know I had a bad set. I know I didn't do good. I know next time I got to be better. I don't need then to get in the green room and have somebody come up to me and go, well.
Me with a tablet full of notes?
Well, let's talk about that. Like, no, I don't want to fucking talk about it. I know I sucked. I know I was shit. Can I please fucking move on?
Yeah.
I don't want to live here. Let's fucking move on. So, you know, I was really sad for that kid because of the helicopter parenting.
Yeah.
You know, and you sit there and you know they have this attitude of like, you took an opportunity away. This is a PG the series tournament. I need my kid to look great. What is it? They're 9. They're 10 years old.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who fucking
No one's there
cares?
scouting 10-year-olds. Yeah.
Nobody's scouting 10-year-olds. No D1 college coach or pro coach is going to go, hey, I went back and I looked at your 9U tournament in
Your
Florida.
clips.
And you sucked.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
So it's just sports have gotten so fucking nutty, man. So nutty. And at the end of the day, Renae and I have continued to follow our path going back to the deal. And it has worked out for us.
Yeah.
You know, and we continue to build a community. We continue to build a great team so that hopefully by the time they're 12, we have had player development. Did you hear what I said? Mm-hmm. Player development. We developed a team.
Yeah.
Problem is, and here's the scary part, we invest in these kids who are not good now or not good then. We have coached them up. We have built confidence. We have helped them fail. We have put in the time and the effort. We make them good. And then here comes fucking Shrek, right? Shrek mom. And then she goes and fucking offers our team in the future, oh, well, come play on this team. Why do you want to be on that team? And then they come busted up again.
Yeah.
And it's like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Take good kids with good parents, develop those kids, and create your own good team. It's called coaching. Coach these kids. Teach these kids. Nurture.
Is that just a
them.
baseball thing, Rick? In basketball, do the kids stay like as a team?
I mean, we're in summer leagues and it's a brand new team. So no, I guess, I mean, other than the school teams, those obviously stay the same, but the summer leagues are all different.
But you're not playing like travel basketball or anything.
No.
Yeah, so you're not in this world yet.
No, I don't plan to be.
I was going to say,
Sounds
do
very
they do it?
toxic.
Is there travel basketball?
I mean,
yeah,
and oh yeah.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, the man on the phone did play D1 basketball. And I would assume, Rick, that you didn't have a private coach. I would assume that you weren't playing competitive year-round basketball. Is that true?
That's correct.
And somehow you fell in love with the game, right? Played any time and every time you could. You also happen to be a giant.
That helps.
So, look, guys, your kid's going to quit by 13. 80% chance that your kid's going to be quit by 13. That means
That's so sad.
that out of the 10 kids on your team right now under the age of 13, 8 of them will not be playing by the time they're 13. 8 of them.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy, Rick?
Yeah, it's insane.
It's sad.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm constantly
So
talking.
why do so many of us do it?
Look, I do it because I loved baseball. I then shared my love with baseball with Garrett. Garrett now, on his own, loves the game.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't get yelled at after the games. He doesn't get yelled at during the games. As a matter of fact, it's so funny because Garrett will make a mistake, and we have a little joke where I go, oh, that's it. You're going to sleep in the garage.
Yeah.
And Garrett doesn't drop his head. Garrett doesn't go, who? Garrett looks at me and goes, again? And I'm like, yes, dude, again. Because he knows I'm joking.
Yeah.
Because he knows that I don't care.
I think it also helps that he has a mom who, when it comes to sports, I could care less. I don't have that competitive sport in my body. I'm not a softball mom. I just take it.
Well, you are becoming competitive.
My thing is,
you did yell at a kid this weekend.
Well, I didn't yell. Well, I guess I did. I felt bad about it.
Yes, Renae was a Shrek mom.
A kid should have been on second base, and there were 3 attempts where not just Garrett, but other kids went to go get the out at the base, and he was not there. See, I don't even know what it's called, but I knew he was supposed to be there, and he wasn't. And so I was like, "You got to be on the base." And then I was like, "That's not my kid. I shouldn't have yelled at them."
No, she yelled, "Check your bag, pussy." That's what she yelled. You fucking loser.
I said it to someone else's kid, and I felt so bad about it. I was like, "That's not my place. I should keep my mouth shut." But normally I am I'm not competitive. And my thing is on the weekends with the tournaments, I tell Garrett we're doing this because you want to do it, so we're clear, and that means you have your bag packed and ready, and I will pack your lunchbox and food, but you have your crap ready and know where all of it is, and get your uniform on and load it up in the car. If you want to do this, you do this.
But ultimately, what are we trying to get out of sports, right?
Yeah.
You really got to ask yourself. And if your attitude is, I want my son to be a pro player,
yeah,
you're nine times out of 10, your kid's not going pro.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably a 1% chance that you're that parent and it worked out, right? But for the most part, what I want out of it is, can my son be a teammate? Can my son be a good teammate?
Yeah.
Can my son put in effort and attitude in everything he does? Can my son make sure that he works harder because it's his job? We are the first ones there and we're the last ones to leave. Not because it's baseball, because I'm trying to put that in him for his life. You are going to work harder than the next person because we are at a disadvantage, because we are Trevinos. Yeah. And we are the underdog.
There's a lot to be learned from playing any sport.
And that's what I mean. And if you're going to be the underdog, you're going to have to learn to outwork people.
Yeah.
You're going to have to learn to be the first one there and the last one gone if you want to succeed on a high level. You're going to have a good attitude. You're going to have to shake off the things you can't control, right? Every time there's going to be a situation that is not good. What are you going to do with that situation? Are you going to choose to live in that moment,
right,
and go that way? Are you going to say, hey, that's life, and I'm just going to be positive and go forward?
Right.
And if I'm being honest with you guys, and not to brag about my son, when the head of the tournament came up to me and he said, wow, your son is a positive leader. Your son is a baseball player. Your son hit an RBI. And instead of being mad that he got out, he was cheering and clapping that he drove in a run. He goes, Steve, your kid is a real leader. And that is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care if he says, oh my God, your kid's the best baseball player on the field. When he comes to me and says, man, your kid is a great leader. He's a great teammate. He's so positive. He understands that even though he got out, he drove in a run. Most kids at his age do not understand that, because they're only thinking about, I got out. They're not thinking, oh, I just helped the team. Yeah. Right? And I remember that moment. Garrett hit that RBI and came back, and he was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, he understood it. So at the end of the day, I hope that you as a parent watch this and you share this with that crazy Shrek mom that we have. She's a big bitch. And you share that with them, and you say, guy, why are you so mad?
I want to say something.
No, don't. You can't say that. But any last thoughts on that, Rick?
What do you do, though? if there is a mistake, right, that Garrett makes, do you then take him aside when you're on the field next time, or like how does that work? Like how do you teach him after a mistake?
He has such a high baseball IQ for his age that he usually knows when he's made the mistake. He might catch it after the fact, like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown it there. I should have thrown it there. But in the heat of the moment.
So what I do is I always put it on my child. Everything's on him. Do you want to be good or great? Dad, I want to be great. Okay, just to be clear, please explain to me what that means. And then Garrett will say, well, that means I have to work harder than everybody. That means that I have to put in the time. That means I have to do these things. And I go, okay, I'm going to support that. I don't tell him, hey, you want to be great? I want you to be great. And because you're going to be great, I'm going to make you do these things. I do the opposite. If you want to be great, tell me what it means to be great. And then I'm going to support what you told me that you want to do.
And then when he's tired and he doesn't want to do that and put in the effort and you've reminded him, you'll say, okay, well, you told me that you wanted to be great and you said it required this. So I gave you the gentle nudge and the reminder, but if you don't want to do it, that's on you and you made the choice. And then inevitably Garrett feels a sense of guilt.
Responsibility.
Responsibility
and
because...
So when it comes to corrections, I again put it on him. And I go, hey, let's talk about that game. You know, what are the things you think that could have been different or better? Mm-hmm. And 99% of the time he'll go, oh man, you know, I shouldn't have worried about the pickoff. I don't know why I was worried about the pickoff, and I should have worried about the guy at the plate. And I go, yeah, man. I go, so next time when you're in that situation, you know, think about that. So Rick, I always put it on them, right? And then he goes, well, I don't really know if I did anything bad. And I'll go, oh, well, let me remind you of this moment. And he'll go, oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I probably could have done this, this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, man. So think about it, right? Really think about what that means.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm glad you're able to see that, Garrett. And what are we going to do next time? He's like, I'm going to fix it. Great. So that's a big word in my house, Rick, is fix it. I always tell him, I go, you always have an opportunity to fix it. Right? I don't need I'm sorry's, right? I need actions. So if you miss a grounder, I don't want you to drop your head. I don't want you to get mad. I don't want you to get upset. I want you to look at me and go, hit me another one, I'm going to fix it.
From the time they were little, the word was fix it. If they were having a meltdown, him and even still with Delilah, hey, calm down. You have a chance to fix it.
Fix it.
Turn it around. Turn it around. That's the other one. Let's turn it around. Let's fix it.
If your kids make a mistake at home and they're afraid to tell you, you're probably not doing a great job as a parent. If your kids do something and their immediate reaction is to fib or to lie to you, they're not fibbing and lying because they want to lie to you. They're fibbing and lying because they're afraid of you.
Of the consequence.
Because they're afraid of your reaction. They're afraid of how you're going to act. Right? So, you know, my kids, they come to me.
Yeah. So I will say, Mom, I did something. Help.
Dad, I broke this window outside. I was shooting the BB gun. You know, I'm sorry. I feel bad. And I'm like, well, let's go look at it. Hey, man. All right. Well, here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to clean it all up. And then you're going to have to help me replace that window. And he'll go, okay, I can do that. And then I go, hey, man, maybe next time we really think about which direction we're shooting our BB gun.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Dad. Right? So, you know, I always give the opportunity for them to be on their own. I mean, Garrett wrecked a Polaris in the back of my truck. And the first thing he did was come to me. And he said, Dad, I want to show you something. And I said, what's up, buddy? And he goes, I feel terrible. I wrecked into your truck. He goes, how can I fix it? And I said, first of all, thank you for, letting me know right away. And I would have got really upset if you would have lied to me or, I said, but dude, we'll take care of it. It's not a big deal. Nobody got hurt. But guess what? Next time we're reversing the Polaris, maybe we make sure that we don't hit something. Again, you failed.
Yeah.
Now let's learn from our failure.
Yeah.
Right? So any other questions, Rick?
That's it.
Does that help at all?
Yeah, it does.
I hope I didn't make you feel like a bad parent.
I'm a horrible parent.
But that's what I tell people. Go, man, if your kid makes a mistake and he's afraid to tell you or she's afraid to tell you, you're probably not reacting the right way.
Yeah.
But we also want to teach our kids that as you move forward in life, you're going to make mistakes at your job.
It's also different if you have a kid who's making the same mistake over and over again, because then how do you handle that, you know?
Patience. Like I've been with you. We love you guys. And man, Rick, we definitely missed you. And I can't thank you and Gigi enough, Rick, for all you do for us. And
it shows how much you really do love us that you felt the need to comment.
No, not only that, we're going late and Rick's still in it. He's still in it because he missed us too. Rick missed us too.
I did.
Well, with that being said, Aztec Chevrolet over in Beeville, Texas, which
they
is now...
They love us too.
They do love us. At Coastal Bend Auto Group, they're absolutely amazing. And don't forget, we have one in Uvalde, and we will give you the opportunity. Give them an opportunity. Believe me, they will deliver the vehicle to you if you're in Texas. And Texas is a big state, so that's a big statement from them. I also want to do a big shout out to Helicopters for Heroes. If you would like to donate to Helicopters for Heroes, our main focus right now is flood recovery and supporting those that are continuing on the search and rescue. You can go to helicoptersforheroes.com. You can pay $50. That money goes to help our first responders and veterans, and it puts you in a raffle. And that raffle, you have an opportunity to win a beautiful painting. You have an opportunity to win 4 tickets to Las Vegas to see me and Renae. You get to be backstage with us. We'll send you 4 plane tickets, and we'll give you 2 hotel rooms, all for a $50 donation if you win, to be very clear. So please continue to support Helicopters for Heroes. We are 96% give back. We are 100% volunteer. And without your funds, we cannot continue to support and help. So helicoptersforheroes.org. There is a donate button. Please hit it. Old Salt Coffee, delicious. We love it. It's the best. It's the best home brewed coffee you can get. It replaces any other store out there when you just need that cup of coffee in the morning. Save yourself some money. Trevino 10. Pick Cherries, Raw Western Wear. Big announcement coming soon. Was there anything else we want to talk about?
I think that's it, sir.
When are you hosting the Celestial Awards? Oh, August 18th. I'm doing a benefit. Me.
That's right.
Yep. Me at the Tobin Center, San Antonio. We're raising money again. Me, Los Lonely Boys, Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias, special guest ZZ Top, Los Lonely Boys, Lyle Lovett, Bree Bagwell, all happening on August 18th. Then September 8th, I'll be at the Moody Center with my friend Josh Abbott and everybody. Casey Donahue, Carly Pierce, Wade Bowen. I mean, that's going to be another big one.
Their flood relief benefit concert.
Flood relief benefit concert. So for those of you that think I'm acting, it's this charade that I'm playing is getting fucking exhausting. We love you guys. I just hear that little chuckle from Rick.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It's really hard to continue to pretend to be fucking nice. It's exhausting. Man, that's a lot of effort. We love you guys so very much. Thank you so much. And man, Renae and I, we missed you, and you look beautiful as always. And I love you. And we're going to go hang out with the family, maybe a little Schlitterbahn later. Thanks, guys.